good. Send it back to them, and then they post it. Make sure that they always introduce you, give their testimonial, introduce you so they don't, their friend, I always say, hey, make sure, you know, whenever you get the chance, I always preface it like that, whenever you get the chance, can you please introduce me? Here's a little something that you can put, or put it in your own words. I give them more words so they can copy and paste. Most of the times they just copy and paste. And my little words are, hey girls, I fell crazy in love with this 3D fiber mascara, and I bought it from my friend Jennifer, and I agreed to share my lash love with all of you because I love it so much. So I'm hosting this little online party. Everything's online, so you can shop from the comfort of your own home. Let us know if you have any questions. Here are my results, and then they post their picture. So give them, always feed them things to say. Don't make them have to think of it on their own, because number one, you want to make this as easy as possible for them because you've already told them that their time commitment is going to be low. And number two, let's be honest, some people don't always have the best grammar. They don't maybe use punctuation, maybe they use run-on sentences, or you just don't know what's going to come out of their mouth. So make it easy for them. Make sure that you know it's going to be good and write it up for them. And if they want to tweak it, they can. So you know, always give them little things every day that they can do. Maybe you send them a picture, a cute little picture that you found on Pinterest of, you know, whatever, just, you know, fun little post to interject in between your posts. Now you are going to be posting 3 times a day. Yes, say it with me. 3 times a day. 1, 2, 3. Morning, noon, and evening. Every single day. Even if you think they're not listening to you, even if no one orders, you post 3 times a day. Every day for the full party. Because guess what? You are planting seeds. No matter whether you think you're talking to yourself or not, you are planting seeds. And hey, we all know that there's invited people to the party and then there's added. So the added people are seeing and they're getting notifications for every post that you post. The people that have not clicked into that party are still just considered invited, and they are only seeing your posts through their feed when they're searching through Facebook. So unless they're on Facebook at the same time that you are, or if they're one of those people that will scroll back far. I like to scroll because I like to see what's going on. But so they are not going to see every single post that you post unless they go into that party. So make sure that you do that morning, noon, and evening post so that you are hopefully hitting the most opportunity, the most people that you can in this party. So again, morning, noon, and evening. Look for times that you think that people are on there. I always post at 7 o'clock in the morning, noon, sometime during the noon hour, and then 7 p.m. because I figure 7 a.m. people are getting ready, they're in their bathroom, they're getting ready, they're just kind of looking through their Facebook, or maybe they've gotten their coffee and they're at work already and they're just kind of poking through their Facebook really quickly in the morning. And then Facebook has said that the noon hour is a very heavy traffic time because people are on their lunch breaks and they're just kind of poking through Facebook as well. And then in the evenings, you know, after the kids are in the bath and, you know, doing their thing, they're playing on their iPads or whatever, that's kind of when people kind of relax and sit back and they go through their feedback as well, their Facebook as well. So those are 3 times that you're going to post every single day. So then with your coaches, just give them little things that they can interject throughout this party. You want them posting once a day, at least every other day. They need to be engaging somehow. The other thing that I do is I asked every one of my hosts, usually around day 1 or 2, I say, hey, can you do me a favor? It doesn't need to be right away, but whenever you see me post a thank you for one of the purchases, if you could just comment on that post as well, just an additional, hey, thanks, you're gonna love your mascara, blah, blah, blah. What that does is that increases, or it bumps that post up in people's Facebook feeds again. So I've found that people that comment on those thank you posts, those parties tend to do better revenue. They have more sales than the people that do not comment and do not engage. And I think it's because those thank you posts, let's face it, those are the posts that are the most important because people see that other people are buying the stuff. And so for the people that are on the fence that are kind of like, I don't know, I kind of am intrigued by this mascara, but I just don't know if I want to spend $29 on it. But if they see all these thank you posts in their news feed for all these days, guess what? Most of the time they're going to get off the fence because they're going to see all these other women trying it. So they're like, heck, I might as well try it. They've got a 14-day guarantee. So make sure that you have your hosts comment on your thank you post as well. And then when you wrap up your party, assuming that the party hit the minimum and that the host is getting some goodies, I always screenshot what they're getting. Whether it's $20 or $50 or $100, especially if it's a really large amount. And I always screenshot it. And on the end of the party, the day after, I always make a little collage and woohoo, you get 3 half-price items and however many dollars in product. I always screenshot that and I post it on that party. And I say, thank you so much for hosting this party. Your friends were so much fun. And look at what you earned. Because guess what? The host is excited. She's happy. Even if they get $20 in a half price item, they're excited. So they get excited and then their friends see that they got free product, and who doesn't like free product? So you are going to post that on the page so that other people see that they've earned product. Now, obviously, not all parties are going to qualify, unfortunately, but you still thank the host. Hey, thank you. I had so much fun. You act like the party was a big success, even if it was a dog and you only sold 3 mascaras. You act like it's a big success. Thank you. We had so much fun, blah, 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 blah. And then always, again, follow up with your host. Thank you so much for hosting this party. I really appreciate your support in my business. I had a lot of fun. Your friends are a lot of fun, blah, blah, blah. And then what are you doing? You're following up with all of your customers that you got in that party, and you're going to do the same thing. So this is a big cycle. Okay. Now, eventually that cycle is going to run dry if you are recruiting your hosts, which hopefully you are. At some point, you're recruiting a good percentage of your hosts. So when you recruit those hosts, you lose those leads from that party because you're going to give them to your hosts because they're her friends. So when that happens, your pool eventually starts to dry out. So that's when you go back to your Facebook and you become the Facebook sleuth. And you go in there and you dig around and you look and see, okay, you make your list. Who is fun? Who is on Facebook a lot? Who is posting crazy pictures of this, that, and the other thing? Who is sending me invitations for this game and that game and Candy Crush and da-da-da-da-da? And who is, who's got a lot of friends? Yes, I do. I look at my list and I check and see how many friends they have. And if they have over 250 friends, actually, I kind of look for like 400 because then I know about 200 of them are going to be girls. So I look for about 400 friends and then I'm like, yay! And then I send them a note. And the note is, real simple. If they haven't tried the mascara, sometimes I will invest in my business and I will send them out a mascara because guess what? You need your host to try the product. If she hasn't tried the product, your party is probably not going to do as well as it would if she had tried the product. So when you invest in your business, come on, it's $29 minus your commission. The investment really isn't that much. All you have to do is sell, 4 mascaras to make it up. And it's worth it a lot of the time because you're, again, feeding the funnel of getting new customers. So sometimes you have to invest in your business. You send them out a mascara to host a party. Now, again, you're going to want to make sure that the host is going to be engaged. You're going to want to make sure that they're fun. Make sure that they've got enough friends to make it worth your while. If they only have 95 friends in their Facebook list, it's probably not a good investment on your part, right? So kind of do your homework ahead of time. So look for these hosts that you think are going to be good. Write down a list. I mean, my funnel has run dry many times, and then I kind of get a little stressed out. Then I get on Facebook and kind of look through my feed on who's chatting, who's on there, who's been posting a lot, or think about the people that are like, oh my gosh, my kids had to get braces. So expensive. I mean, think about things because people tell all their business on Facebook, let's face it. So they're talking about, oh my gosh, I had to pay for this and that and the other thing. Guess what? That might be a good person. That would be a good recruit. It might be a good person that would be hosting a party for you because they'd get free product and they don't want to spend money on product because they just paid for braces or whatever. So you have to kind of act like a little sleuth, and it's kind of fun though. And then you do a little snooping and find out who might be a good host. So that's kind of how the cycle goes. That's how I run my business. I'm sure I'm leaving a lot of things out because I kind of babbled a lot. So if I think of anything else, I'll add comments to my post. But I hope this helps you out, and just dig in there. Your funnel, you know, it will run dry eventually if you let it. So you have to make sure that you're always feeding it, and you're always going in and looking for new people. And you have to get kind of creative sometimes. You know, maybe it's somebody that you work out with that doesn't wear makeup, but you think, oh my gosh, I wonder if she would host a party for me. You don't know. Ask the question, because guess what? 100% of the time you're going to get a no if you never ask the question. So it's worth asking, because you just never know what the answer is going to be. So ask the question. Always ask the question. Don't be afraid to ask the question. It's just makeup, guys. It's just mascara. It's just an online party. So what's the worst thing that can happen? They say no, then you go on to the next person. No big deal. So good luck. I hope you guys have a lot of luck with it. I can't wait to hear your results, and I will talk to you later. Bye.